This is Chef Dangoor with TigerChef. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a sweet and spicy marinade that you use for beef, chicken, and all your Asian dishes. Alright, you're going to need a couple ingredients. Garlic, sake, sriracha, sesame oil, ginger, jalapeno, red onion, lemongrass, brown sugar, cilantro, and of course, soy sauce. Alright, so these are the ingredients that you're gonna actually need to prep, so let's prepare them before we actually mix them all together. Let's start with the jalapeno. So for the jalapeno, you're gonna cut off the stem. Now we want the flavor of the jalapeno more than the heat, so we're gonna cut this into quarters. And all the heat is mostly in the seeds. So I'm gonna take off all the seeds. I'm gonna use 1/4 of a jalapeno for this recipe. And boom, just like that, you just want the flesh. Lastly, you're gonna just wanna cut these up small. I'm gonna make little strips. And then, gonna make them into little dices. Now you want to get one of these kind of knives that I have when you're doing like preparation like this. This is my Mercer knife. It's very thin, but it acts as something to scoop. So when you're prepping out a lot of different ingredients, you want a knife that doubles as a scooper as well. Next thing you want to deal with is your red onion. You're gonna prep it the same way you did the jalapenos. So you're gonna make little strips like this, and then you're gonna dice it up. You want to peel your ginger, and then you're going to want to take your microplane zester and just actually zest this. I'm going to show you exactly how nice this comes out. Okay, so you see it's all over here, but it's macerated. To get it out, just tap down like that. Next, you want to prep your lemongrass. So you want to cut off the end piece right over here. You don't want to go down with force. This is very fibrous, so it's very hard to cut. So you want to use a lot of force, and a quick knife is the best thing for it. Above this point, which is the second 2/3, doesn't really give much flavor. So we're going to cut it and discard it, and this is the part that we're going to mess with. And again, we're going to cut it down, and now we want to go at a bias. Okay? If you could go down like this, great, but try to make them as thin as you possibly can. And we're just gonna have rings. You can hear it cutting through like thousands of strands of fibers. Next, you're gonna wanna give this a really fast chop. I'm gonna put this together like this. Now we're gonna bring everything back and start to mix. We're gonna put in 1 cup of soy sauce, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 ounce of sriracha hot sauce, 1 ounce of sesame oil, 3/4 cup of sake, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, 1 tablespoon of ginger, 2 tablespoons of red onion, 1 tablespoon of jalapenos. We take an immersion blender and blend for about 1.5 minutes. All right, so we blended this together. Now we can add our last 2 ingredients, which is 1 tablespoon of garlic and 1/4 cup of lemongrass. And now we're just gonna stir it on in. And that's a classic Asian marinade with a little twist that I threw in, which is the sake. The sake is gonna make your marinade taste a little bitter when you're marinating, but don't worry, when you cook, all that bitterness is gonna cook on out, which is the alcohol. So you can use this for meats, which is great for beef actually. If you wanna make those beef sautés, this is one thing that's great, or chicken sauté. You're gonna wanna leave it in a marinade for about like 3 to 6 hours. The best thing I like to do is put it in a plastic bag, or if you have a vacuum sealer, put it with the vacuum sealer and it really absorbs the juice. But I wouldn't leave it overnight, just for the fact that salt and the soy sauce will draw all the moisture from your meat. So anyways, for more instructional videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for all your chef needs, come visit us at TigerChef.com. See you guys around.